Hey, my name is Abigail. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. But I must ask you, as I always do, where have you been? Why are you now seeing my channel? Please make sure you press the subscribe button because I have so many exciting videos and I teach you and show you how to optimize your space and meet its full potential. And I try and do it on a budget as well. So yeah, make sure you do that and go back and watch my other videos. I'd really do appreciate it. Now, I am going to be talking about how you can change a basic room into a luxurious oasis. Now, I have spoken about this in other videos because that is my ethos about attaining luxury on a budget. So yeah, I did ask initially, where have you been? But I must apologize as well for myself for not being around for about 2-3 weeks. I have been prioritizing my design work. It has taken a toll. There were quite a lot that was going on at one time because I just don't know how to say no. I just see all these exciting projects and I jump in. I'm like, yes. But most importantly, I have a very exciting solo trip coming up and I wanted to just clear all my projects before doing that. So hopefully the next video you'll see would be a vlog, and obviously it's going to be in the eyes of an interior designer. So I am going to be showing you some architecture, some interiors and decor being influenced by a different culture in another country. I think that's going to be so exciting and I cannot wait. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Now let's do this. This is actually a client example and I'm so happy that this client allowed me to show this example because I think it will resonate with mainly all of us. And at the end of the video, I will be showing you some tips on how you can also achieve this look without spending so much money. So here we go. So what makes a room look expensive? As you can see in this design here, they've done really well with it. So they've put a nice rug in there, and the sofa is okay. It's modular, it's cream, it's still bringing in light. It looks quite clean and fresh, especially with the white walls. They've got gallery wall there, and there's loads of colors and nice artistry in it as well. So that doesn't look cheap, isn't it? And then they've got like a nice console table underneath the window, which is nice and a good opportunity for decorative objects to be on there for good visual interest as you walk into the room. So generally you look at this and you're thinking it is okay, and I agree. You can see they've used the space quite well. There's a nice lamp in there. They've also used the principles of lighting and they've gone with ceiling light and an accent light in there. There is one missing, but we'll come to that. There's a plant in there as well, so it's bringing in that kind of freshness, the outside in, a nice balance. They've put the TV on the wall, so there's not all wires dangling down, and it looks very put together really well. And even the TV unit is matching the decor of the room. It's the monochromatic theme in there, black and white. It's really been considered really well, and I'm not even doubting that. However, this client just she just felt like something was missing in the room. And as you're looking at it, I don't know if you're already starting to think, okay, maybe this, maybe that. So yeah, there was just something missing, and they wanted to just elevate it a bit more and bring in that wow factor as you walk in. First thing is your color. So this client didn't want too much. If it was me personally, and I had full control, I would probably go with like an emerald green or like a nice chocolate brown, and I would drench the whole room with this beautiful color and add in elements of brass and all those yummy things. But she did want to keep it quite neutral and quite fresh looking as well, and it is quite a moderate sized space. So we went with warm white, but we went with one that has like a nice kind of oyster undertone to it, like a mushroom color, and it was really nice. Another thing we have to do as well is bring in the traditional and mix with the modern. And one way you can do that is by decorating your walls with paneling. Now paneling, I just feel in so many different types of design styles, like Parisian, even modern European, it's just so beautiful and very interesting. It just allows the wall to come at you, it invites you, it draws you in, and it just rejects that kind of flat, boring feel to the room. So yeah, we have gone with floor to ceiling large paneling in there, and we've double layered it, so again it just makes it look a bit more interesting. It has a geometric design to it as well, so it gives that kind of art deco feel. Very nice to look at, with the warm white. Just by doing that alone, you have elevated the walls. And then we're taking it all the way up to the ceiling as well. I think we should never be neglecting our ceiling. It's part of the room, and just leaving it bare, just leaving it neglected, doesn't draw it in. And that's when you go from basic to bougie. So I've spoken with other videos, you can put wallpaper in there, you can consider some of the coving that's put in there as well. Just do something that makes it look visually interesting and it's part of your space. So I have put some really nice coving in there as well, and this Parisian paneling as well with it, and yeah, it just looks so beautiful doing that. So now that we've done the walls and it's really looking so good, I've also tried to look at the layout of the room. Now we're bringing in the sofas. Never have your sofas touching your wall. Is a big no-no if you want a luxurious look. Just having that open space in the middle just really does downgrade the room, and it doesn't allow that kind of intimacy and those encouragement of conversations to happen that needs to happen in that kind of lounge area. So bringing it in, as you can see in this example here, you can either have it in with the two sofas facing each other, or having it kind of diagonally as well. Also increasing the size of the rug, because you saw initially it was just a small rug just covering the space in the middle, and it actually does make the space look a bit more smaller than what it is. That free flowing space is just definitely rejected by doing that, and it doesn't give that luxurious touch, because let's face it, the bigger things are, the more expensive it is. So if it's something is small, it means that it was cheap. I actually then asked her, can we just, are you willing to get rid of your sofas? And I was so excited because she said yes. I didn't even think that was even a thought, because she wanted to, but she thought maybe we can incorporate it. I said, if we can, let's get rid of him. So we got rid of the sofa, and I decided to go with something that's curved, because it's just so modern. We're mixing the traditional and modern together. So yeah, it's so modern. It just looks very interesting and appealing as well, and it then invites that kind of togetherness, as I was talking about earlier, the intimacy in that space, encouraging those kind of relaxing, lounging emotions that you want to evoke when you're walking in. So yeah, having in that the smooth line curved sofa was nice, and we went for one that is quite deep as well, because we do want to have comfortability. You don't want to walk in and think, oh my gosh, this is like a showroom, even though that's a good thing, but it's also a room that needs to be lived in as well. So just consider that. So this was quite a nice deep one, and it was really good in the space. It worked really, really well. Again, we're going to bring it forward, and then the next exciting thing would be more furniture, would be to bring in some statement chairs. Now, when you are doing luxurious designs, and if you've gone into like hotels or even watching homes that are very, very expensive, you see that they're very creative in the types of furniture pieces they put in. They're not doing matchy most of the time. Like, why should we? Because the matchy furniture pieces, usually you get them as a deal, it's like a bundle. You get 3 for £1,200 because we're in the UK, something like that. It just looks budgeted. Whereas if you put in something that is unique, it looks like you've sourced it from a very high-end store, and this is the special one. And especially if you get something that's quite architectural in its form, so it's interesting. So yeah, don't be afraid of doing that. It really does bring artistry into it, and that's what again takes it from just being basic and boring to something that is luxurious and opulent. So yeah, I have gone with 2 different styles. However, they're not completely vastly different, so they are kind of like in its shape and form, having the curves in there. One is a little bit more modular, and the other one is definitely much more curved, so it matches the main sofa. Well, not matches, actually, it complements the main sofa, I would say, and it doesn't throw you off in your eyes as you walk in having a look at it. And with that as well, you can also go with a different color as well, just to bring again some more visual interest. It makes it look more aesthetically pleasing and less flat than if they're all the same color. But if you are that kind of person that you'd like that simple monochromatic touch, then it's fine. And I think it will still look really nice if you have 2 different types of sofas in there with the same color or material. That still looks really, really nice and put together. But I like to have a bit of fun, so I've added some color in there as well. Luxurious designs, the consideration of natural materials is imperative. Synthetic, man-made materials, coated materials obviously doesn't last long, and because they don't last long, they start to disintegrate and you see it, and then that cheapens the look of it. So generally natural materials last for a lifetime and they're timeless. So no matter what kind of transition you're going in and changing your design style, having those key pieces in there will definitely complement as you go on. So I'm talking about your woods and stone, some metals, those type of things are just really resonating with a luxurious design. So here I have gone with a marble top and brass leg coffee table, and I've gone more deeper because I just think the deeper it is, the richer it looks. I also feel with luxurious designs you should bring in some elements that resonate with yourself and also describe your character. You can get this by going into like a thrift store, getting something from your grandparents or your auntie or uncle that they've had and they don't even value it anymore. You can really bring that old and make it new, and that balance of the old and new, the balance of, you know, bringing in those special touches, it just brings that kind of museum feel to your home, and it really does help to kind of elevate it, having the balance right. So yeah, just bringing some interest just makes it look so much better. You can see that we've also changed the TV media, because before it was just, even though it was put together really well, it was very simple and it wasn't using the whole of the space. Too much unused space really does downgrade it. So don't be afraid, just use all the walls. And that's why I said initially about drenching is quite nice as well, because you're bringing everything together. And a little bit controversial here, because I have said that you should do this in your other videos about having feature walls, and there's nothing wrong with it. However, the elegance and the elevation of it comes in when you put everything together, coloring all four walls. It just brings that sense that, you know, you've got the money to to paint the whole four walls rather than just having one wall. It looks like it's not finished, and that incompleteness, it is what downgrades it. So here we've filled the whole wall, so the whole wall is the media center, and we've made it very curative as well, and it really does complement the design of the room. So we've got the walnut in there, and then a little bit of that stony feel again on the floor as well, with the shelving unit that's just on the floor, just so nice. And that looks so much better than just having the TV and the TV unit. I think even in fact we should just get rid of TV units altogether. I don't particularly like them. Maybe opt for like a console table or sideboard instead if you can, than having a TV unit, because they are just ugly. So yeah, we haven't even done that here. We've just got rid of it altogether, and everything is integrated and seamless. There's something about art that is just, it's a given. Like, we've got rid of the gallery wall that's mass produced, that we know is quite cheap, but it's going for something that looks very expensive. And you can do this on a budget, you can DIY this, but just make sure you do it quite well. But yeah, just having this looks like you've commissioned it from an artist. And bring in the color if you're going for quite a neutral monochromatic space, and bring in a color with your art. It just looks really fun, very aesthetically pleasing, and very expensive looking. So that's what we've done there. You can see, because we've changed the furniture layout, we're really using and optimizing the room. So instead of having everything all on the wall and then there's just a massive empty space in the middle, bringing it together means that we have the surrounding spaces to do other things. And that's why I brought in this beautiful sideboard. You know, it can be used for storage. You can put some wine in there, or books, or anything that, you know, you desire. And itself is a piece of art. You know, the walnut and the travertine marble on there is gorgeous. So even looking at it is pleasing. Now look at this gorgeous space. I am so proud. The render is not really showing the real true beauty of the statement chair. It's red, and I would not put a red statement chair like this in a room. It's actually meant to be like a burnt red. So beautiful. But yeah, this came out like this. But yeah, just imagine. So yeah, this is a room in its entirety. As you can see, we've also gone with like fluted glass door there as well, so it's bringing in light as well, and it's just tying everything together just to look very classy and well designed. And it's so beautiful. We've got the draping, long curtains, foil curtains, which is window dressings are so important for that, and we've done it on both sides, and it really is luxurious in doing that. Absolutely adore, and I'm sure you're loving this too. And I bet you can't believe that this is the same room. It's actually the same room, and can you see the transformation it's come in here? So yeah, just considering these things can really elevate your space. And I'm just going to share 5 tips. We're going to round it up with the 5 tips, and you can also consider how you can do this on a budget. So number 1, consider the color of your walls, warm colors, and try and drench it if possible, if you can. Then also with your walls, you want to bring some interest to it, make it more inviting and aesthetically pleasing. So by using molding, bring in your old and new, have that balance, and also bringing things that kind of resonate with your style, your character, your culture is really nice as well. Always consider your furniture pieces, make them interesting as well, and they don't have to be matchy. And then 5, bring in the ambience as well with your lighting and texture. So yeah, those are the things that we have done there. Yeah, oh my gosh, there's so much more, but I'll just keep talking, but I will list them so that you can just jot them down and make note. Now, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it's been very informative, and I hope you also have kind of joined me in elevating this room. I absolutely adore. I cannot wait to see you guys soon. I think actually no, I'm not going just yet, so hopefully there might be another video before I go. But if not, I will see you in another country, do my exciting vlog, and yeah, I cannot wait to share that with you. So make sure you subscribe and follow me on Instagram as well. Okay, bye.